Quote, "The imposing position of one who lacks penetrating intellect reminds us of the external glitter of clay. The illusion of superficial intelligence. The imposing position of one who lacks penetrating intellect reminds us of the external glitter of clay." Have you ever met someone who seemed impressive at first? Perhaps they spoke confidently, dressed elegantly, or held a high position, but when you looked deeper, you realized they lacked true depth. This quote highlights an important truth. Superficial intelligence may dazzle, but it does not last. Like clay covered in glitter, it may shine for a moment, but beneath the surface, it remains fragile and ordinary. Today, we'll break down this idea from different angles: its meaning, spiritual significance, scientific explanation, and how it applies to everyday life. Understanding the quote. Let's analyze this quote piece by piece. The imposing position refers to people who seem powerful, intelligent, or wise, those who command respect or authority. One who lacks penetrating intellect describes someone who may have knowledge, but not depth of understanding. Reminds us of the external glitter of clay suggests that their intelligence is only surface level, shiny on the outside, but weak underneath. It warns us about the illusion of wisdom. Just because someone looks intelligent or sounds impressive doesn't mean they truly understand things. True wisdom penetrates deeply, while superficial intelligence only shines on the surface. The spiritual perspective. Spiritually, this quote teaches us about the difference between true wisdom and false appearances. Superficial wisdom is like a mirage. It may look real, but when tested, it crumbles. Deep wisdom, on the other hand, is humble and unshakable. It does not seek to impress, it simply exists. A truly wise person does not need to prove their intelligence. They listen more than they speak. They ask questions instead of pretending to know everything. They do not seek external validation because their wisdom comes from within. Those who rely on external glitter, titles, status, or flashy words, may seem great for a while, but like clay covered in gold dust, their true nature is eventually revealed. The scientific perspective. From a scientific perspective, this quote connects to cognitive biases and intelligence. The illusion of knowledge. Studies show that many people overestimate their intelligence. They believe that knowing a few facts means they understand a subject deeply. This is called the Dunning-Kruger effect, where those with the least knowledge are often the most confident. Deep thinking versus surface thinking. Surface thinkers memorize information but do not analyze it. They rely on rote learning and repeating what they hear. Deep thinkers, however, question, connect ideas, and seek true understanding. Their brains form stronger neural connections, allowing them to think critically and creatively. Emotional intelligence. People who only focus on appearing smart often lack self-awareness and emotional intelligence. They struggle to admit mistakes or learn from failure, which limits their growth. The glitter of superficial intelligence may impress people temporarily, but true intelligence, built on curiosity, reflection, and humility, stands the test of time. Let's bring this wisdom to life through a short story. Once upon a time, in a great kingdom, there was a king known for his golden robes and eloquent words. He dazzled the people with speeches and surrounded himself with luxury. One day, a terrible drought struck the land. The people turned to the king for guidance. But when real wisdom was needed, the king had no answers. Desperate, the people sought an old farmer who had lived humbly in the village. Unlike the king, he understood the land, the weather, and the ways of nature. He taught them how to collect water, store food, and survive the drought. The kingdom realized that glitter and speeches mean nothing without true wisdom. While the king had impressed them with his appearance, the farmer had saved them with his knowledge. Like the king, many people focus on looking smart instead of being smart. But when real challenges arise, only true wisdom prevails. How it applies to everyday life. So, how does this apply to you? Don't chase the illusion of intelligence. It's easy to memorize quotes, use fancy words, or seek validation. But real wisdom comes from understanding and experience. Question what you know. True intelligence is not about having all the answers, it's about asking the right questions. Be humble. The wisest people do not seek to impress others. They listen, learn, and grow. Choose depth over appearance. In a world full of shallow knowledge, be someone who seeks deeper truths. True intelligence is not about looking smart, it's about thinking deeply and acting wisely. The imposing position of one who lacks true intelligence is just glitter on clay. It may shine for a while, but it does not last. So ask yourself, do I seek to impress, or do I seek to understand? Because in the end, true wisdom is not in how we appear, but in how we think, how we learn, and how we grow. Thank you for joining this exploration of wisdom. If this message resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe for more insights into timeless truths. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and every great idea begins with a strong foundation. See you in the next episode.